Hey everyone, welcome to this video tutorial where I am going to show you how to make this axle peg. Now, taking a look at it, there might be some things you're unfamiliar with, the threads over here, what some of these numbers represent, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and tackle this. To begin, we're going to start a sketch and select any plane you would like, and we're going to draw this in a few steps. The first step is going to be this cylinder over here. So I want you to imagine that there are no threads on this. If there were no threads on it, what is the distance? And over here is our answer. We have 1/4 20 UNC times 1. This represents that this is a 1/4 inch thread, so it's 0.25 diameter. There's 20 threads per inch on it, and right now it's going for a total of 1 inch. So we're going to draw a circle of a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to draw a circle we could do right at the center, 0.25. I'm going to finish this sketch, and now I'm going to extrude it out 1 inch. Okay, so now we have that, it's just not threaded yet. At the end of this circle, we have a few other circles. So let's go ahead and tackle those. The first one being a diameter of 0.422. So let's start a sketch on this. I'm going to draw at the center here. A diameter of 0.422. Okay. And I'm going to finish that sketch and go back over here. And this gets extruded out for 0.031. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to extrude it out 0.031. And now we have that. And then the last part, they don't quite tell us, what's happening over here. We know it has a spherical radius of 0.236, and we know the distance from the very bottom to this top is 0.125. So let's go ahead and create a plane that kind of takes that difference. To create a plane, you might remember you go to plane, offset from plane, and let's actually start it up from here. So I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag this up. Now the distance I'm going to drag it up is going to be 0.125 minus 0.031. Okay? And I'm going to press OK. Now the reason I went up that distance is because I subtracted this 0.031 because we had already gone up this distance, and then I just subtracted it from the 0.125, so I'm at the very top. So at the very top here, I know there's a hole of diameter 0.25. So I'm going to start a sketch on this plane and draw that circle of diameter 0.25. Okay, and I will finish this. And now if only there was some way we could connect these two together, and there is. We talked about the loft tool recently, but if you forgot about it, over here we have loft. Click on that. And how this works is you got to click on a profile, something flat. So let's find the top of that. It's a little hard for me to click on. It shouldn't be that hard, but it could be my computer is having some issues right now. So I'm going to quickly start a sketch on the surface here again, and I'm going to just draw out a circle. If I just draw out a circle that's 0.422, I will be able to click on that. So now I got a sketch there. Let's go to loft, and I'm going to select that sketch I just drew, and then I'm going to go click to add, and I'm going to select this sketch over here, and I'll press OK, and you'll notice right away that it creates that component. It's not quite as round, but that's fine. That looks good. Now we're going to start a sketch on the top here, and we need to draw in a hexagon. So the information they give us about this hexagon is that it is 5/32 across flats, and it's 0.111 deep. So the across flats things means go to rectangle, polygon, select that. By default, it's a 6-sided shape. So just from the center, draw in any kind of hexagon as long as it fits. And then we're going to dimension it across flats. So from here to here. And I'm just going to go 5 divided by 32, 5/32. Press enter. And now we have a 5/32 across flats. I believe I had mine centered, but it's possible that it didn't quite hit the center. There we go. So drop that down here to here. Apologize for this. and do 5 30 seconds. Okay, so now that we got that, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to extrude this center part out. I'm going to set it to cut, and it's going to be 0.111 deep. And I'm going to press enter. So now we've cut that. That's looking good. The last things we need to do are at the very bottom of this. We have this thing, it says 45 degrees times 0.03. What this is referring to is a chamfered edge. So I'm going to write chamfer over here. And to create a chamfer, we're going to look at the back side. I'm going to go over to the chamfer tool, select that, and go to your second distance and angle option. This is going to give you two inputs, one for the distance, one for the angle. Well, we know from this that the angle is 45 degrees and the distance is 0.03. So I'm going to change this to 0.03. And then I'm going to click at the bottom and then the edge. And if you do that and press OK, it's going to create you that chamfered edge at the bottom there. So this is looking pretty good. We just need to add in the threads. And to add in the threads, we're not going to create a hole. Instead, we're going to select the thread option up here. So I'm going to click on thread. And I'm going to click on the body here. And I'm going to go over to specifications and just make sure by default, because we made this a 1/4 inch hole, it should automatically detect its size and make it a 1/4 20 UNC. But if we needed to change the amount of threads on it, we can do that over here if we needed to. But everything else looks fine. I don't see any issues with this. So press OK, and we'll turn off this plane here by right-clicking on it and turning off the visibility. And I'll turn off Sketch 4 because I don't need it. I'll right-click and turn off the visibility of that. And there you go. We have created the axle peg. So hopefully you found this useful, and I'll see you for the next video. Peace.